Hello dear student, welcome to the discussion on the quick solutions of All India Caste Test Series Medical 2020. This is for the RM batch and this is test number 1 which was conducted on 27th of December 2020. Now let us proceed to the first question of the test. The first question says which of the following pairs of physical quantities does not have the same dimensional formula? So 4 options are given to us: work and torque, angular momentum and Planck's constant, tension and surface tension, and work and energy. The student, the dimension of work is equal to m L2 T minus 2. The dimension of angular momentum and Planck constant are same, and that is equal to m L2 T minus 1, while that of the tension, the dimension is m L T minus 2, and of the surface tension, dear student, the dimension is m T minus 2. Seeing this, we can clearly see that the dimension of surface tension and tension are not same, and hence for this question the correct answer should be option number 3, and hence this is our final answer. Now let us proceed to the next question of the test. Question number 2 says which of the following set can't be taken as fundamental quantities in any system of units? The students, fundamental quantities are those quantities which can be independently defined with respect to each other. That is, they do not require any other quantity to define them. However, they can be used to define other quantities, and those other quantities are known as derived quantities. Now dear students, here 4 options are given to us: length, mass, velocity, length, time, velocity, mass, time, acceleration, and energy, force, and time. The student, the velocity and speed are two physical quantities that require length and time to define each other, and hence they cannot be fundamental quantities. And hence for this question, the correct answer, dear student, should be option number 2. So this is our final answer. Now let us proceed to the question number 3. In this question, if x is equal to at plus bt square, so it is given that x is equal to at plus bt square, where x is the distance traveled by the body in kilometers and t is the time in seconds, then the units of b is. Dear student, herein using the principle of homogeneity, we can write down that the dimension of x should be equal to the dimension of bt square. This means that the dimension of b will be equal to dimension of x divided by dimension of t square, and this will be equal to lt minus 2. In the terms of units, this will be equal to kilometer per second square, meaning that for this question the correct answer is option number 3. Now let us proceed to the question number 4. In this question, the time dependence of the physical quantity P is given as P is equal to P naught e to the power minus alpha t square, where alpha is constant and t is time. So we have to find out that whether the constant alpha is dimensionless, or if it is not dimensionless, then what is the dimension of alpha. The student, herein alpha t square is in the exponential form, and therefore alpha t square should be dimensionless, which means that its dimension can be written as m0 l0 t0, meaning that the dimension of alpha will be equal to m0 l0 t minus 2, and hence the dimension of alpha is equivalent to t minus 2, meaning that for this question the correct answer is option number 2. Now let us proceed to the question number 5. In this question, in a particular system, the unit of length, mass and time are chosen to be 10 centimeters, 10 grams and 0.1 second respectively. The unit of force in this system will be equivalent to. Dear student, we can write down that any quantity Q can be written as N1 U1 or N2 U2, where N1 and N2 represent the numerical value of that measurement in the two system of units, and U1 and U2 represents the units or the dimensions. From this we can write down that N2 will be equal to N1 into U1 by U2. Now taking N1 to be equal to 1, so this will be 1. Writing down the dimension, this will be equal to M1 by M2. into L1 by L2 into T1 by T2 to the power minus 2. Further on, substituting the given quantities, we can write down this will be 1 divided by kg by 10 gram. Kg is the SI unit of mass. This will be meter by 10 centimeters into seconds by 0.1 second to the power minus 2. This will be, dear student, equal to 10, and hence 1 Newton will be equal to 10 new unit. And hence further on, 1 new unit will be equal to 0.1 Newton. Meaning that for this question the correct answer should be option number 1.